Once again, hearty welcome to the Math Revision Made Meticulous video series, Application of Derivatives. In this video, you will see absolute maxima and minima. Revision, as the name suggests, means looking back over previously learned information, ensuring that it is clear and fresh in the mind. 5 questions per video from selected topic is presented at this video series. The steps in answers are supported by the ideas used for getting the answer. Let us see what do you mean by absolute maximum and absolute minimum value of a function in a closed interval. Let f of x be a continuous function on an interval ab which is closed. F of x will have an absolute maximum value and attain it at least once in the interval, and will have an absolute minimum value and attain it at least once in the interval. Now if you take f of x as a continuous function, how to get it? Find f dash of x. Step number 2, solve f dash of x is equal to 0 and get the critical points lying in the given interval. Now evaluate f of x at the end points of the interval and the critical points. You have to take only the critical points which are lying inside the given interval plus the end points. But we have to check the value of f of x, not f dash of x. You have to check the value of f of x at the critical points plus the end points of the given interval, and from that you have to select the maximum value as the absolute maximum value and minimum value as the absolute minimum value. Let us take one question. Let us take one polynomial 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Given interval is minus 1 to 0. Step number 1, you have to find f dash of x, equate it to 0. When I equate it to 0, I am getting it as minus 2 by 3. This minus 2 by 3 lies in the given interval, that is minus 1 to 0. Therefore, I am taking minus 1, minus 2 by 3 and 0, critical point plus the end points of the interval, lower limit and the upper limit. And let me check the value of f of x at minus 1. It is, after calculation, I am getting it as minus 1. And f of minus 2 by 3, I am doing the calculation by putting x is equal to minus 2 by 3 in the given function. I am getting minus 2. Then f of 0, I am getting it as 2. By looking at these values, which is the maximum value? It is at 2, which is x is equal to 0, and absolute minimum value is minus 2, and it is attained at x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Maximum value is 2, minimum value is minus 2. Now we will see the graph of it, and in the graph you are seeing that when you take only the part of the curve from minus 1 to 0, you are seeing that the maximum value is 2 and minimum value is minus 2. The curve is coming down and it is the minus 2, and at the up it is 2. Let us go to the next question. Find the absolute maximum minimum value of f of x equal x square into root 1 plus x in the interval minus 1 to 1 by 2. As usual, find f dash of x. Keep x square, differentiate root 1 plus x. Keep root 1 plus x and differentiate x square. I am finding the differentiation and I am simplifying. I am getting this expression x square plus 4x into 1 plus x by 2 into root 1 plus x. I have to equate it to 0. When I equate it to 0, I am getting x into 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, the values are 0 and minus 4 by 5. Now what is the given interval? It is minus 1 to 1 by 2. Therefore, I have to check whether these two values are inside the given interval. Yes, 0 and minus 4 by 4 lies there. Therefore, what I have to take now? I have to take minus 1, minus 4 by 5, 0 and 1 by 2. The critical point plus the end points. Now I will check the value of f of x at these points now. F of minus 1 I am calculating. I am getting it as 0. I am calculating f of minus 4 by 5. I am getting it as 16 by 25 into root 5. And I am finding f of 0. I am getting it as 0. And f of 1 by 2. And I am getting it as root 6 by 8. The rough calculation will give you the which is the maximum value, which is the minimum value. The absolute maximum value is root 6 by 8 and the point of maxima is x is equal to 1 by 2. and the absolute minimum value is 0, there is no need to tell you, and the point of minima is x is equal to 0 and minus 1. For minimum is obtained at two places. Let us see the graph of this function. This is the graph of it, and you are seeing that its value is minimum is 0 and it is obtained at 0 and minus 1, two places, origin and minus 1, and the maximum value is obtained at x is equal to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. The approximate value is 0.31. Now, these types of questions are very important problems involving trigonometry. Find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum of f of x is equal to sin x minus cos x in the interval 0 to pi. Take f dash of x now. It is cos x plus sin x, equity to 0. You will get tan x is equal to minus 1. Therefore, tan x is equal to minus tan pi by 4, but minus is to be adjusted by writing it as tan pi minus pi by 4. Therefore, the answer is pi minus pi by 4 is 3 pi by 4. Therefore, tan x is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. Now, by making use of this equation, we have to find the critical points lying in the given interval. For that, I am using the formula tan x is equal to tan alpha means x is equal to n pi. Therefore, n pi plus alpha, that is n pi plus 3 pi by 4. For what are the values I will get? These are the values I will get: 3 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4 and so on. But out of them, what are the values lying between 0 and 2 pi? Only 3 pi by 4 lies there. So 3 pi by 4 lies from 0 to pi. Therefore, you have to be careful. Well, now you have been given f of x as sin x minus cos x from 0 to pi. Therefore, the critical point is only one point. Suppose in the question they have given 0 to 2 pi, one more critical point will have added up. For what are the points you have to take? I have to take 0, 3 pi by 4 and pi. These are the 3 point critical point from n points. Find f of 0. It is sin 0 minus cos 0. Answer is minus 1. Then for 3 pi by 4, I am evaluating what is sin 3 pi by 4 and cos 3 pi by 4. Sin 3 pi by 4, pi minus pi by 4, second quadrant, therefore sin pi by 4. Cos 3 pi by 4 is cos pi minus pi by 4, second quadrant, for minus cos pi by 4. I am putting the values over here. For 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, the answer is root 2. Then f of pi is 1. So from this, you have to check out which is the maximum, which is the minimum value. The absolute maximum is in the interval is root 2 and the minimum value is minus 1. And we are seeing the graph of it now. It is a part of the graph of sin x minus cos x from 0 to pi. You are visualizing here the minimum value is minus 1 and the maximum value is root 2. It is obtained at 3 pi by 4. Go to the next question. Let us move on to question number 4. Find the maximum and minimum values of f of x is sin x plus half cos 2x in the interval 0 to pi by 2 closed interval. Remember, whenever they ask maximum and minimum, the meaning is only absolute maximum minimum. As usual, let us take f of x, differentiate it, cos x, plus differentiation of cos 2x is minus sin 2x into differentiation of 2x is 2. 2 getting cancelled, cos x minus sin 2x. You have to equate it to 0 by taking cos x minus sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x. Take cos x outside, cos x into 1 minus 2 sin x is equal to 0. For when you equate it to 0, cos x will be 0 and 1 minus 2 sin x is 0. What will happen when cos x is 0? X will be pi by 2. When sin x is 1 by 2, x will be pi by 6. Therefore, we got two critical values, pi by 2 and pi by 6. But we have to check which is the critical point lying in that 0 to pi by 2. It is only pi by 6. Pi by 2 is there, the end point. Anyway, but we have to take three values of x, that is 0, pi by 6 and pi by 2. Check these value of f of x at these values. What is f of 0? Sin 0 plus half cos 0, that answer is 1 by 2. F of pi by 6, sin pi by 6 half into cos pi by 3, because it is cos 2x, therefore cos pi by 3. Therefore it will be 3 by 4. And when you find f of pi by 2, it is sin pi by 2 plus half into cos half 2 into pi by 2, therefore cos pi. Therefore it is 1 plus half into minus 1, therefore it is 1 by 2. F of pi by 2 is 1 by 2. For we are getting three values now. Out of this, which is the maximum? the absolute maximum is 3 by 4 and the point of maxima is pi by 6, and the absolute minimum value is attained at two places, that is 0 and pi by 2. The answer is 1 by 2. Let us see the graph of this. This is the graph of this f of x is equal to sin x plus half cos 2x. You are checking here that the maximum value is attained at pi by 6, it is 3 by 4, that is 0.75, and minimum is attained at two places, that is at 0 and pi by 2. Now move on to the next question. This is a combination of trigonometry and algebra, that is sin 2x minus x from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Take the given function, differentiate it. It is cos 2x into d by dx of 2x minus 1. Therefore 2 cos 2x minus 1 equate it to 0. You will get cos 2x is equal to 1 by 2, and the x lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here you are getting 2x, but it lies between minus pi to pi. Therefore, what are the values lying between minus pi by 2 pi by 2 for 2x? It will be minus pi by 3 and pi by 3. You have to check those values for 2x lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That is minus pi to pi. These values are minus pi by 3 and pi by 3. For these values is only for 2x, you have to get the value for x. Be careful, it is minus pi by 6 and pi by 6. And minus pi by 6 and pi by 6 lie in the given interval. Therefore, I got, okay, we have f of x as sin 2x minus x in the given interval. X is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 6, and these minus pi by 6 and pi by 6 lies in the given interval. But what are the points you have to take? You have to take minus pi by 2, minus pi by 6, pi by 6 and pi by 2. Critical point plus the end points. Let us check the values of f of x at these points. Minus pi by 2 is sin of pi minus of minus pi by 2. The answer is pi by 2. Therefore, f of minus pi by 2 is pi by 2. Let us find what is f of minus pi by 6. Sin 2 times, be careful, 2 times minus pi by 6, it will be sin of minus pi by 3, therefore minus root 3 by 2 plus pi by 6. Let us find what is f of pi by 6. It is sin 2 into pi by 6, therefore sin pi by 3 minus pi by 6, therefore root 3 by 2 minus pi by 6. And f of pi by 2 is sin pi minus pi by 2, therefore minus pi by 2. For from these values, you have to check which is the minimum, which is the maximum, and the absolute maximum is pi by 2 and it is obtained at minus pi by 2, and the minimum value is minus pi by 2 and it is obtained at x is equal to pi by 6. Now approximately you can calculate, pi is 3.14, and from that you can calculate. And let us see the graph of it, and this is the graph of it. It is a total graph, and you are seeing that the minimum value is obtained at pi by 2 and maximum is attained at minus pi by 2. Success is dependent on efforts. All the best. Thank you.